Hello and welcome, everybody. Today's topic is what is the purpose of the flying monkeys and what are the flying monkeys? So, the Inferno podcast, episode 11. I just want to clarify something as I was uploading the prior videos to this series that has its own playlist on my channel. A lot of times I just come through with my fire because I'm so passionate about educating people on the awareness of toxic relationships and narcissistic abuse. So don't think for a second that this doesn't hurt for all of you who have been in a situationship with a narcissist, whether it be a mother, a husband, whatever. But a lot of times when I come on here and express, it's showing my fire, my passion, on the injustices and the ripple effect that these narcissists, psychopaths, toxic people have on other people, because they don't care about the ripple effect. But if you are a survivor of it, thank God for that, because there's many people that don't make it out of this kind of abuse, whether it be such mental anguish and they take themselves out, or whether it be physical abuse. So just keep that in mind as you go through these different episodes on this playlist, because it's painful. But my fire comes through with the healing process and wanting everybody to be aware of this, because as we go more and more into the doorway in the age of Aquarius, it's January 2024. We have Pluto, this big hitter generational planet, getting ready to move into Aquarius. It's about truth to light. It's about revelations, which equals to be revealed. And so on an individual level, I've been saying this for as long as I've started my channel about the importance of being authentic. And so what's happening is these liars, these deceivers, these shapeshifters, whether they know it or not, and most of them don't care anyway, the crunch is on. They're going to be exposed, like it or not, and eventually they won't be able to hide. They'll end up with a narcissist, and some major karma being handed to them. So I just wanted to clarify that, you guys, because it's not all fire with me. It's painful. It's a healing process. But if you get out of one of these situationships, take time for healing. The narcissist monkey branch and jumps right in with other people. The difference between somebody that's on their healing journey that wants to do better and grow will take time alone and heal. So where do the flying monkeys fit into this, and who are the flying monkeys? To me personally, I'm going to utilize this in my experience too, because this has been in a marriage that I dealt with. And without the flying monkeys, the narcissist or toxic person will collapse. They need other people to lift them up, to prop them up. And whether it be a mother, whether it be a new supply, a next little shiny toy, it could be what you call friends. None of these relationships are authentic. So we'll have to be clear on that as I'm expressing through words too. So if you think back about the person that you've been with that's toxic, there's most likely been somebody there that's been whispering in their ear. For in my instance, I'm going to utilize the fact that I was married to one. His mother was always in the background, whispering little things in his ear, him venting to her and just fueling that of, you just do whatever you got to do, son. It doesn't matter that you're not being right. I'm your biggest flying monkey. And no matter what you do, even if it's wrong, I'm going to support you. I'm going to be that little flying monkey that's asking no questions. I'm not going to keep you in check. So you'll notice this, especially in the covert narcissist. They'll be talking behind your back to whoever it is their flying monkeys. And they can have more than one. So for my instance, good-hearted person, very real, that can be very intimidating to somebody who's not real. As you see, tattoos on me, But a heart of gold, the grandmother didn't like me from the get-go. She judged me because I had tattoos. I was judged because I have a nose ring. How superficial and how shallow. And those were red flags I should have definitely not ignored, because in the end, when the ex-husband was doing wrong by doing infidelity and lying and deceiving, these flying monkeys were propping him up. And it's really sad, actually, for the narcissist, because they'll never heal when they have people enabling them. They don't even see how toxic the family unit is. They will take a wife or a significant other and demonize them when in your heart of hearts, you just wanted the best for them. You wanted them to grow and to heal and to rise up out of this toxic narcissism. So the enablers and the flying monkeys are at the detriment of the narcissist, actually, because they support them no matter what. Like I said, whether they're doing wrong or not, they turn their cheek from it. For in my instance, this family has a long lineage of alcohol abuse, and that was brushed under the rug. But yet you get somebody who's real and authentic like myself that genuinely loved this person, and you will have the flying monkeys propping up the wrongdoings of the narcissist at all costs. And in the bigger picture of things, it's actually very sad because it doesn't help. Enablers do not, and flying monkeys actually do not help the person who has identified as a toxic person or a narcissist, because you're supposed to love people unconditionally, but also be able to draw a line in the sand. It talks about it in the Bible. I'll bring forth some Bible verses about enabling. So I wrote some notes here. I want to go through this. So you are never in the situationship with a toxic person or a narcissist. They will either have their family of lineage that's karmic and toxic. Like I said, in my instance, the mother figure would prop this person up even when they're doing wrong and just, it's okay. And the crazy part is this person's been cheated on before too, so they know how bad it hurts. And they literally were together, back and forth with each other, planning his little escape. So toxic, so detrimental. And as a mother or a father, whoever it is in your situation, if you're doing this with your children, you are not helping them. That ain't love. That's enabling. So they'll spew back and forth, whether it be the narcissist or the toxic mother. The mother could be a narcissist as well. You never know. Don't have to be. But they'll have somebody that they vent to about you. So if you're the significant other, they'll vent to people. And in my instance, there's a lot of times with everybody, more than one flying monkey. And so another one got on board as the ex-husband was cheating at work, both at fault, but the person with the wedding vows is actually at more fault. They just see this new shiny toy and whatever. And so you start becoming the enemy. And you'll notice when there is some sort of communication with flying monkeys behind your back, because the person that you're supposed to be with, in my instance, ex-husband, he'll start becoming very indifferent towards you. Now, as I'm sharing my experience, this is in a marriage, but you can replace this, whether it be a coworker that's narcissist, whether it be a sibling, whether it be a mother or a father. It's all interchangeable because they all have the same playbook. So keep that in mind. For some reason, when you marry them, they will never be loyal to you. They cling to the toxic family unit. You can address it and go, you know, the elephant in the room, that this person, this person, this person in the family all have alcohol issues, but we brush it under the rug and make it okay. You will be public enemy number one when you start calling it out. And the crazy, bizarre part is you can genuinely love them and they will still choose the toxic family unit. They won't end the cycle. They'll go back to it. And by going back to that, I mean, they'll start venting to the family members. They'll start venting to the coworker. And the sad part is the person that genuinely loves and the person that's actually authentic, who really does give a shit about them, will be the enemy. At the demise of them, at the end of the day, though, watch. So they'll just have this weird, strange loyalty to that unit, even if it's toxic. I'm a firm believer in not hating, but if you are enabling crap behavior, immoral behavior, lying, deceiving, cheating, it's at the demise of the person. That isn't love. So another thing that you'll notice too is if they come from a toxic unit, which most likely they do, and oftentimes, as I've learned through a professor that I learned from, it is the mother, it's the feminine archetype that creates the narcissist. Again, they're not born this way, they're created. And they, pardon me, enabling creates them. So you'll notice, in my instance, 12 years ago when I started seeing my ex-husband, the mother was jealous because you're taking attention away from her. You will never be the only one in the marriage with these people, whether it be the mother whispering in the ear, whether it be the narcissist whispering to the mother. They triangulate you not only with their next supply, but they triangulate you with the mother or whoever else is their flying monkeys. They will spread gossip and smear campaign. That was my episode 10. Go back and listen to it. About the flying monkeys and the smear campaign. They will run smack on you. They'll say you're the bad person. Again, I was judged from the get-go for having tattoos and a nose ring, but yet I'm freaking got a heart of gold. And I was authentic. I was genuine. I was loyal. I took my wedding vows very seriously. And I was never good enough, and neither will the next person be. And neither will the next person be, and neither will the next person be. Unless you're very weak and you have no voice of your own, and your child who's a narcissist perhaps, or whoever this person is a narcissist, and they get into this toxic family unit, if you have no voice and you're just a conformist, and you just go with the flow, and you just ignore all the things, the staring you down, the judging you over a tattoo, if you just shut up and eat it and have no individual identity of your own, then you'll be just fine. So you'll know when you have a toxic person in your life if they will never look to you face to face to communicate about any sort of issues that you may be having within the situationship, even perhaps face to face with issues they may be dealing with within themselves. They won't talk to you face to face. They'll start smearing you to the flying monkeys. So this is a guarantee, and I may have already said it. When the person that you're with is starting to be very indifferent, whether they could give a shit less, if you're in the room, this happened to me, you can guarantee there's somebody in the background that supports and holds this narcissist's shitty behavior up. They're propping them up. That way they can say, now, you weren't the problem. That person was the problem the whole time. It's a cycle that you do not want to be in. And I said at the beginning, when I started this Inferno podcast at the beginning of 2023, that I knew this was not going to be just me, and that in the collective, whether it be in your home or more and more on the outside, we were going to see this stuff being revealed. It is time for truth to light. It is for things of the darkness, which is lying, deceiving, to be revealed. So it's going to start happening more and more, and we're going to start seeing it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, like I said, I come through on here with my fire a lot of times, but it is actually very painful because these people get into these situationships, and some of them for years, And they've had zero intentions in being real, authentic, loyal, take their wedding vows seriously, not from the get-go. And so, stop. It's important to be able to keep building your own foundation, because the abuse, the level of abuse this is, and the amount of people out there that are willing to prop up the toxicity is at the detriment of our whole society. And this society is fueling narcissism, toxicity, deception, superficiality at a rapid rate, to the point where something's gonna end up giving. You can almost feel the friction. So is there anything else on here I want to... No, there's not. So I want to go into some Bible verses that kind of talks about the enabling and how it's just not okay. And you know, like I said already, I'm going to reiterate this. If somebody truly loves you, they're going to have communication and come to you face to face without backstabbing you, without clucking and running the mouth to other people. They're going to come to you authentically and talk about their issues. And the reason I know that how toxic of a situation that I was in, that I didn't even realize it, because for years I blamed it on just alcoholism, is this person wasn't even mature enough. In fact, au contraire, was leading me to believe that we were better than ever. And when they became indifferent, I had no idea what the hell was going on, and used the silent treatment against me. The meantime, building another flying monkey with the Jezebel, with the affair person. I'm not even going to say partner, because they don't pair up forever, just so you know. Do not ever believe that they're happy in their current situations, because the big black hole that they are is only being propped up by those that are ignoring and turn the cheek on the behavior. And it's actually really sad. So from Ephesians 5:11, this is talking about, I looked up in the Bible and I try to write them down because the Bible is such small print that I have a hard time reading it. I wanted to know what the Bible said about enablers. So this is some of the things that I came up with. Ephesians 5:11, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. So you have a mother who knows you're plotting to leave their wife, who knows that you're cheating at work, and you turn a cheek to it instead of saying to your child, think about what you're doing. You need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the wife you've been married to, and you two need to deal with that. I'm here for you, child, but I don't condone this, and I will not prop you up and triangulate you against your wife to continue to do what you're doing. And this isn't just me. There were stories said to me that were red flags from the get-go from this person that I was married to, my ex-husband, that the mother was condoning and enabling in his youth as well. I used to blame it on the absent parent, but it was actually the parent that was physically present. 2 John 1:11, anyone who welcomes them shares their wicked work. So in this instance, when I read it, I thought, oh, so you welcome them into your home. In my instance, my husband at the time, having an affair at work, immediately moved from our home of 12 years into the home of this Jezebel, who knew he was married and looked right at me and said she didn't care that he was married. Again, The married person who took the vows before God to love, to cherish, to honor in sickness and in health, and to put nobody else above them other than God, is more at fault to me than the Jezebel. But when you welcome them into your home, you share their wickedness. Luke 8:17, nothing is secret that will not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known. You can lie today. You can lie upon lie upon lie. Let's be real. The narcissist knows the truth. The person they hurt knows the truth. And God knows the truth. You may think you're running from it. You may think you're replacing it with somebody else. You may be trying to drink it away. It's known, and it will be made manifest. Proverbs 12:19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Let's read that again. I want to feel into that. The lip of truth shall be established forever. The truth is the truth. The truth needs no defending. The truth stands without having to come up with a lie after a lie after a lie. But a lying tongue, it is only for a moment. So if you're a liar, if you're a deceiver, destruction, temporary peace, definitely not long-term peace. So those were the ones I picked out. I just want to read real quick because I did put in here to note Proverbs 19:22. And it's funny because it opened up and I have like a flashpoint Bible in this one. 19:22. What is it? Oh, interesting. Is this 18 or 19? That is, well, it's funny. Let's read Proverbs 18:22 because my eyes drew in on it. A merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. What is a broken spirit? A deceiver. God creates. The devil or negative energy destroys. It will destroy you. The truth is the way. Lying lips will dry your bones. I didn't even pick that one out, but let's just read Proverbs 19:22. Oh, let's read this one at the top. It's a flashpoint. No coincidence. Selfishness. Proverbs 18:1. Did you know that being a loner can be a form of selfishness? Some people are loners because no one befriends them or welcomes them, but some people choose to be loners because they're not interested in getting to know others. That's definitely not the narcissist. I don't know where this is going. You need alone time to heal after the abuse of this. And like I said on episode 10 yesterday, you do not get over or heal from a relationship, even if you're at fault, by getting under somebody else. So it does talk about sacrifices. That's again in a marriage. There's always sacrifices, but it's not in a matter of you give yourself up. And I've always corrected people when they've said marriage is 50-50. Au contraire. Marriage should be 100 and 100. I'm 100% whole and healthy, knowing I'm a child of God, and the other person should be as well. I'm not interpreting that. Because the way they're talking about being alone, not being healthy is definitely not. So 19:22, Proverbs. What is desired in man is kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. So in other words, if you're a liar, you can't fake to be kind because you're a deceiver. A poor man is better than a liar, and I will take that to my grave. I've never financially been wealthy, but I am very truthful. What is desired in man is kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. I'll choose poor over being deceptive any day. And you cannot call yourself kind if you have lying lips. Because as we talked last night, Creator sees lying lips as that you hate the person. Because it's a level of disrespect to be betrayed on that level, especially in a marriage, by somebody who tells you every day that they love you and turns and lies right to your face. It's not good. It's not good. I'd rather be poor than be a liar. And let me just say this too. My beautiful tattoos, especially the tribute one to my child who's in spirit. My nose ring because I love them. My sometimes purple hair. My authenticity. My heart of gold. Me being a truth speaker. And loving somebody who I thought was is a lot better than being a deceiver. So to those who have slandered me, or maybe have slandered you, these flying monkeys that prop this bad behavior up, you don't love that person. And I'll take my tattoos, nose ring, and purple hair over your enabling who welcomes the wickedness into your home. Call yourself a Christian, but you don't walk it. So let's sum this up with a beautiful, I'm going to integrate all of this. I said something last night on episode 10 of, I do other stuff on my channel that is spiritual. No, it's all about spiritual and integrating it in matter. Because really in the bigger picture, this is a spiritual battle. There are people who are living in the heart and the truth and the way, as we were told by our brother Christ, Yeshua, the peacekeeper, the peacemaker, the Prince of Peace. And those that are deceiving, those that are destroying, and they leave a path of destruction in the past. So guard your hearts. Have great discernment. You are worthy of so much better. Your life is precious. So if you have been through this situation and it's new to you, please reach out to other people that understand the pain and the abuse that you've been through, the betrayal that you've been through, and you are here for a bigger purpose. So let's get a message from Mother Mary. That was another thing that my spiritual mentor taught me. If you didn't have a mother that was loving and nurturing in your life, call upon the Divine Mother for help and healing. She's always there. The Holy Spirit's always there. I hope you're on this walk and this narrow path, because we're going to see more and more. The year of 2024 is another year 8. There's going to be a lot of exposure. There's going to be a lot of darkness being revealed with the light that you are. The Pluto entering Aquarius, where it's supposed to be power to the people, where the oppression, the deception will continue to be revealed, guys. So buckle down the hatches, know who you are as a child of Creator. And the message from Mother Mary today is, wow, self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Do not allow toxic relationships, whether it's a narcissist, whether it's just somebody that's toxic, abusive, to chisel away at your self-respect. Every single time I was lied to and ignored my intuition, I disrespected myself instead of drawing a line in the sand. Every time that I had something mean said to me, or a jab that was said to me, and I didn't draw a line in the sand and take action with that, I was disrespecting myself. The message today with the flying monkeys is have self-respect. If you are a flying monkey and you're enabling behavior in someone, so disrespectful, you don't love that person, first of all, and I don't care if it's a mother or not. In my instance, never accepted, never loved for loving her child as much as I did. I will never, ever allow that in my life again, because I am gaining momentum, strength, self-respect, worthiness. I know my worth, and never again will I allow the disrespect, whether it be from the mother and the grandmother staring me down but not even speaking to me, to the ex-husband sneaking me out the back door when his mother showed up because he was scared I would cause drama. Never cause drama ever. So if speaking truth irritates somebody, just know that you're stirring their demons. Much love to you. And we will see what episode 12 of the Inferno podcast brings forward. Relationships are our biggest in this lifetime. And as we go into this age of Aquarius, expect more things to crumble and be dismantled, because there's a lot of deceivers out there. There's a lot of lovers of self. There's a lot of liars. There's a lot of destroyers. Raise up, rise up, know your worth, have self-respect, as Mother Mary tells us. Much love to you. Shalom, shalom.